Hello there, everybody. Welcome to what I'll just say could be the epic finale of the Dragon of Icespire Peak, because if this doesn't go well... Josh is literally double fisting the coffee for you mug. This is great. But if it doesn't go well, there might have to be some kind of follow-up situation. You never really know. But the dice will decide, yes? Anyways.
Yes.
So as usual, we are joined by our cast of characters. I am Jake, the DM. We got Michael playing Landor, the half-elf bard. We have Izzy playing Daisy, the rock gnome barbarian paladin. And of course we have Josh playing Marcus, Sir Marcus Winterburn, the human fighter slash battle master. This is gonna be great. I'm so excited. When we last left off, you guys had just set eyes, I should say Landor just set eyes on Cryovain. Looks like he's just kind of stretching and shaking off some snow from his form. And he did notice that his eyes did not land on Landor. So this is kind of the situation we have here. Just to set the scene again, this is the roof of Icespire Hold. You have just walked up. There's actually Landor right here is looking at Cryovain, and this looks like it's about a 3-foot high wall or so. He could tell that there's broken sections of it over here and down here, as evidenced by the wall, not being there. These look like small little chimneys. And what you also notice is that there's this, almost like this ice-encased dome that seems to kind of just formed over the roof of Icespire Hold. It looks like it's thick. It looks like it's been growing since Marcus even had his vision. And Cryovain, the very first time you had seen him, looked like he was very shiny and white. And it looks like his scales are starting to maybe not look quite as shiny, maybe look a little more, some flecks of ice looking like there might be in there. Some things that, if anyone's familiar with dragons, tends to happen to them as they age. A white dragon ages, they're not as bright. And it kind of seems like he's growing up right before your very eyes. So yes, if I remember correctly, Landor, you had a stealth check of 37 or something ridiculous, which is why he did not have his eye did not look over in your direction.
It was only 27.
Right.
Come on.
But in addition to what I have just described, the floor of the roof actually looks like it is encased and there's just ice everywhere.
Now, you did mention that we could possibly the arrow slits here we could possibly fit through as opposed to being the normal size. I feel like
they are
mentioned
similar. I would say they're similar to what you saw at Axholm, meaning Marcus and Landor are probably too big. But if Daisy wanted to try and sneak through, maybe in combat, I would probably call for a successful check of some kind to make sure nothing went wrong. But
I thought you had mentioned that they were broken or something of that nature, but anyway. Is there a step down from where I'm at to the roof there?
Not necessarily, no. Actually, as you look up, you see that there are patches above you that look like maybe it was kind of broken in, and you see some spots where maybe some snow may have landed. However, the ice dome is also above it, so it's kind of like holes in the roof. It's pretty easy to tell that there probably was some form of confrontation that happened up here.
Okay.
And again, I think you did look this way a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. And again, it looks just like evidence of some kind of fight. Some rubble and whatnot is kind of strewn about. And some heaped in around the room. You see furs, antlers, and actually, you think you see like what looks like a dwarf head, kind of in the corner. Gross.
Can I go ahead and walk that way? Obviously, still stealthily, kind of
Going
like
this way?
creeping. Yes,
Sure.
kind of go around that corner there to see
Mhm.
what's around that corner.
Definitely, we'll keep that stealth check going because I don't see why not. Yeah, so kind of more of what you'd think is the same. Except for you see, again, it's trashed, more furs, antlers, and things like that, but you also see some rotting orc heads, elf heads, human heads, and it looks very consistent with perhaps something that a orcish war chief might save as some form of trophy, if you will. And then on the ground, kind of near the fireplace, again with the fireplace, we just love fireplaces in this adventure, you see what looks like a very nice looking axe, as well as an orc hand gripping the axe, but kind of charred, ripped off at the forearm somewhere. But there's no blood coming out because frankly, it's below freezing.
Can I just go up and kind of just peek around that other corner?
Like up here?
Yes.
Okay. And you see what looks like a door that would head out to the roof, but it looks like it's been broken. And I don't want to go too far with you just in case you have plans.
Okay. No, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go back to the group.
Okay.
And I'm going to explain to them what I saw. You know, the room and the like this room here that this stairs goes into, and then also I'm going to explain the dragon area to them, and that I saw the white dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, at the moment the dragon does not know that we're here. I don't know if we want to try to sneak out there, or I don't know if we want to just kind of like walk out. I do think that we probably should take our potions before any of us come out here, just in case we do alert him to us as we're coming out. I do think it'd probably be better if we take our potions now.
Two things for the DM.
Yes.
You said the whole floor is icy, so like that section to the left is icy as well? Or no?
No, I mean, it's cold and you could see maybe just some bits of ice and maybe some snow that might have fallen in through some of the patches, like the holes in the roof and whatnot. But everything that Landor saw in this section just looks like it's covered by ice.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now, there is a couple arrow slits here that you might be able to take a look at the dragon. I know you kind of wanted to possibly inspect it to see if you could notice any flaws, Marcus. I don't know. I mean, I know that you probably still have to stealth because I'm sure it could see us, but you might be able to get a good look at it.
If we swap the boots, would we have to roll a stealth check to do that?
I mean, if you did it right here, maybe, but you could always just go downstairs and make that a little less conspicuous.
I wouldn't want to ruin our element of surprise if
Well, the real question is, are we trying to surprise attack it, or are we gonna? I know you had mentioned wanting to talk to the dragon, so I didn't know if we were gonna talk to it first. Obviously, if we surprise attack it, that's kind of out the door.
Yes. Well. So the second question I had for your DM, the wall with the arrow slits. Does that go? Is that like all the way up to the ceiling, or is there a way over it?
It looks like. Yeah, so it looks like there is a ceiling above it. but there are just some spots where there might be some holes in the roof. Like this looks like something was broken through here and never fixed.
Mm-hmm.
This area in particular does seem somewhat shielded.
Okay.
You know, just the holes in the roof are more like over here and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Well, what do you two think we should do? Lando's already hidden. Maybe I'm thinking we could have him wait up in a spot so he could hit it with something. Maybe even stand at the wall by the arrow slit and just hang out there. I mean, pretty much everything you do can be done from range, as far as I know. And perhaps me and Daisy can go into the room and speak with it for a bit. And if things start to go poorly, then you just take a shot and we'll get into fighty fights with it. I mean, I trust you completely to be the person who takes the first blow.
Yeah, I mean that I like the idea of keeping Landor as protected as possible and us going out there. The only thing is I don't think I should talk to it at all. So Marcus, as long as you're okay with the one doing the talking.
Sure,
And
yes.
Landor, if you're okay with staying in a little bit more sheltered of a spot.
We could do that. You're definitely going to need to make sure that you position your guys in the way that I can see you. Obviously, if you're around the corner from the arrow slit, I wouldn't be able to spot you and be able to do anything. I mean, the other problem is some of my spells do require to be able to touch. I mean, not all of them, but I mean, most of them I could probably do from a distance, so that would work. And I mean, I do have Dimension Door if I need to get there instantly. The other question is do one of you guys want the Filter of Love, or do you want me to keep it?
What was I thinking?
Jake is just like, what are these guys do?
If you're reading the rules for it,
I am right now, just to make sure I know what I'm talking about before. And I think you would have an idea as well.
The existence of half dragons makes my character, it should work, but that's only I guess that's only if they could take human form. But all right, anyway. Lando, to be completely honest with you, I'm not sure about the Filter of Love. I don't know how we would get it in the dragon's mouth. I don't know if it would work. If we did get it in there, I'm not sure anything about it. So to answer your question, should you keep it or should I, or Daisy? I have no idea.
I'll take it.
Take the medicine.
just hold his nose like this. Open his mouth and then just there you go.
It's like a dog. You put it in their mouth, hold the mouth closed, and then they'll swallow it eventually.
Or like or put it in one of the pill pockets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
well, that's why I wanted to bring
a
cow.
You can throw it down its throat. If they're that big, I would think. I mean, Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll stay back here. I give that to Daisy.
I'd take the potion of flying, by the way.
So you just drank it?
I drank it, yeah.
Okay.
And
I
I'm
believe that
drinking the
means
potion of cold resistance.
those are both hour long?
Yes.
Okay. Let's just make it sure. Because if it wasn't, we're dropping into combat right now just to measure everything. So yes, so Marcus does that, and then he's not even paying attention, and he just kind of looks down, and his feet are not even on the ground. He's just kind of hovering there, a couple inches off the ground, and he's like, "Ooh,
Sick."
which I think it just gives you a flying speed equal to your speed, right? Yeah.
Does he not have disadvantage on his plate because he's floating?
He's not making as much sound as he normally does when he walks. So that's definitely something.
All right. So I'm gonna walk back out and just kind of position. I mean, obviously, so they can get past me, but I'm gonna position myself at this, at that arrow slit.
Okay, I'm assuming everybody's doing this.
I'll let him get there to hide first, and then I'll come out.
Yeah.
Is the dragon still in the same place?
I was gonna just say I wanted everybody roll a stealth check again. Well, and then at least you right now, because you're.
The other potion that we have, the potion of invulnerability, right? That's
1 minute.
It's 1 minute. Okay.
So Landor took the cold resistance.
Yes.
Okay.
23.
Okay. Yeah, so you look, and actually you don't see the dragon. So we'll just do that for now.
Did Landor tell us how high? Sorry.
Where'd he go? Like.
I kind of look over at them because I should be able to. I think they've kind of like scooted up just a little bit, unless they don't want to where I can see them. And I kind of motion that I can't see the dragon anymore.
Well, the dragon's about to hear Daisy.
Just before we get into this, did Landor tell us how high he thought the ceilings were in that room?
Sure. I would say from everything you could see, 50 plus feet, depending on where in the middle it is and whatnot. So since you'll be flying and it's flying, we'll just have to both make sure we're mentioning high we want to be.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll go out and start heading towards the spot with the opening.
Okay. Roll your stealth check, but no disadvantage.
Hey.
Because you're not even touching the ground.
Awesome. That's a 19.
Okay. And so your goal was to come like to where Landor is?
My goal was to go like, you see where I am right now?
Yeah.
Like 2 spaces to the left.
You want to get to there?
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay.
And there was a hole in the ceiling, you said there, like broken up?
Yeah, we'll say there's one kind of over here, like one in this little tower,
Okay.
whatever you want to call it. Bay window, that's the phrase I was looking for. And there's one kind of in the middle of the room as well. And then was Daisy doing something?
Daisy was just gonna walk towards the broken door.
This front door here?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, I know like the plan was for both of us to go out and talk to the dragon. I don't know. Like if Marcus isn't going towards the door, like Daisy will just follow.
I was just I figured I would like stop there, and wait for you, and then we'll and...
Okay, so Daisy, roll a stealth check.
Oh, Daisy already rolled her stealth check and she got a 10.
Okay.
All right.
So I imagine Marcus is probably peeking his head over just to see
Sure.
if he can
On the ground though.
say.
landed.
I'm sorry. Okay, so you're not hovering.
Yeah, I'm on the floor at this point, looking.
Okay. Let's do this here. You see a couple more chimneys right here. Up here, you kind of see in the corner what looks like what's the best way to describe this? It looks like just this really thick, large block of ice, just kind of frozen. And inside it, you're pretty sure there are certain items. I'll actually roll a perception check.
That's a 23. I'm worried because I'm rolling high.
It's like, I'm either good at combat or skills. It's never both. Yeah, you think there looks like a bunch of coins just kind of like frozen and like layered on top of stuff. You think you see perhaps even some kind of like a box just kind of frozen in there. Maybe even some, it looks like paper. You're not sure exactly. Some parchment. And you actually think you see a pair of boots, which looks weird, but it's frozen in this thick ice, which is probably 10 foot thick at least.
Do the boots look gelatinous?
No gelatinous boots. You also see, like in this bay window, we'll just call it little, whatever they're called. Looks like what is a frozen owlbear, just in position. Looks like it's in combat. Perhaps there was some nasty damage to it. You see up in this corner here, you see what looks like frozen, like a dire wolf over here. And you also see Cryovain has his back to the door, and it looks like he's just kind of scratching at the dire wolf to try and kind of take it out. And then as soon as Daisy walks up, you see him just kind of stop. Then his head kind of just turns and looks towards the doorway. And you just hear... Who's there?
I'm gonna put my hand on Daisy's shoulder and give her a nod, and I'll walk out slowly, walking, not flying. And
ching, ka-ching.
And how long has this taken, by the way? Well, I'll just tell you. I'll just tell you this. I'm attempting to make this last a minute.
I understand.
Also,
I'll have a timer, and then I'll just pause it based on whatever you guys are.
When Daisy handed Marcus the flying potion, because I'm assuming all of those were in the bag of holding, she also handed him the potion of invulnerability.
I had the potion, but
you had it already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was in the bag of holding.
I thought I had. Maybe it didn't. I don't know.
Whatever. You have it now. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't like, oh, he didn't have it. How can
you make it sure we're doing the housekeeping? I get it. So is Daisy kind of up here at this point then, just kind of waiting, or is she following? What's
well, since no, Daisy will follow. Daisy will follow him.
Following. And is Landor doing anything, or is he just watching?
I can't see the dragon at all, can I?
You don't have a great point of view, no.
Is that a slit right above where your mouse is?
This guy right here, yeah. If you were here, I suppose you might be able to see like the tips of his wings and stuff. And you do notice his body turn and look in that direction. And it's a little creepy because his back is still facing this, and his head just kind of turns like 180 to look at you as he's going.
Like an ostrich.
Yeah, but it's just it's long. Actually, you would guess from like nose to tail, you're probably looking at 18 feet or more.
What's the sound situation like here? Is it like really loud with like wind and stuff, or is it kind of quieter because of the dome and everything?
You definitely hear sound coming from this direction and this direction because that's where there's holes in the dome, and there's definitely a decent amount of wind there, but it is a little subdued inside, but it's a little echoey as well, so it's kind of like an odd back and forth with that. It's because it is pretty big. And so at this point, you are walking out there, unless there's anything else specific you want to do.
Nope. At least not for me. I want to stay here.
Following, but not too close. you know? Like, I don't want to, like, pop out and be like, I'm here. But, like...
How
like,
far away are you
trying
to be?
I'll wait till Marcus gets closer to... Like, I'll take one step.
You know what? Let's do it this way. I'm going to move Marcus step by step, and then when you want to move, just stop me.
Okay.
Okay? So, I'm going to hit start on that timer. If I need to pause it for any housekeeping, pause it. Okay, Marcus, actually we'll do a little housekeeping right now. Marcus, you stepped out here.
Yep.
Roll an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
So, well, I don't want to roll it first and then try to give an excuse if I fail for what I'm thinking. So I'll tell you what I'm thinking beforehand. Basically, I want it to look like I can't fly.
I figured.
I want to look like I'm walking.
Mm-hmm.
But if possible, I've just learned to fly. It's probably not super easy for me to do stuff like that. But I basically...
It's magic. I'm gonna give that to you. And if you fail, we'll I have ideas. So.
Okay, all right, yeah. Cause my thought was basically like take the pressure off my feet, so it's not like super difficult to walk. But yeah, okay. Well, that's a 13 plus something, plus
yeah,
1.
You're able
14.
to just walk on out. It would be considered difficult terrain, so you're just kind of step by step. You're not really going too crazy. Now, where is your goal to head to? Is there any spot in particular?
I would start walking out, and then
Okay.
maybe as I got close to that first chimney, I'd start going down and diagonal. Maybe like 2 more down, and then start going diagonal or to the right. I want Lander to be able to see me, but I'm also like making my way
Downtown.
to the right. Yeah.
So does this seem like a good spot for you?
Sure. Yeah, and as I'm walking in.
Actually, we'll handle this part too. We'll get to that for sure.
Okay.
When does Daisy want to walk out?
Once Marcus rounds the corner and Daisy can't see him from like poking her head out.
Sure.
She'll start to walk out.
Is your goal to also stay hidden?
I mean, I guess it depends on how unstealthy. Like, if Daisy knows that the dragon's looking at her, she's not gonna.
Well, that's kind of what I'm gonna determine, because he is walking away from the entrance. Okay. I'm just kind of wondering how you want to handle that.
Well, I guess if Marcus has his full attention, I'll try to be stealthy.
It does, yeah. I mean, roll a perception check.
Okay. Come on, natural 20. An 8.
Okay. You're not sure if the dragon is paying attention just to Marcus or not.
All right, well, I'll try and be stealthy anyways,
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Stealth check.
The one thing I keep forgetting to say is I do have that potion of invulnerability in my hand.
Okay.
Thank you.
Daisy rolled a 19 plus 2 is 20.
Okay.
Nice.
So, yeah, you're able to kind of move. Now, where would you like to end up going to?
Is that like a pillar that's right there?
That's like a chimney, like a little chimney hole that's kind of come out. It's definitely too small for you to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually, I think it says about 5 feet. It's taller than you, but its width, I mean, definitely would help if you were trying to hide, but not like a full cover situation.
Okay. Well, I'll move forward 2 spaces and watch Marcus. I want to stay anywhere from 3 to 4 spaces away from him. So as he moves down, I'm gonna maintain that distance.
Sure. So we'll put you right here for now, kind of using that little chimney as a thing. Please roll an acrobatics check.
Okay, I'm gonna roll this die the rest of the time. Acrobatic. That's a natural 20.
She waited really long to tell us that. Josh is totally muted for all of that, which is hysterical. So yes, you are able to kind of go. You see that it's icy, and you just moving carefully and quietly. And as you move into position, it does seem like Cryovain is fixated on Marcus, and we'll start the timer right now. Go ahead, Josh.
Oh, great, powerful.
He just turns his body as you're walking in.
I thought you were going to say I'm muted, and I was like, no, it turns it off. Oh, great, powerful Cryovain. I'm Marcus, third son of William of House Winterbourne. We've met once before, you and I.
I am aware. You chased me like some form of dog on some furry beast.
On some furry beast. Yes. I did try to catch up to you. Oh, great one, but your speed and flight proved too difficult. I would still be walking, by the way, just like towards the right. Sorry.
You're totally fine. Like towards him?
Yeah, towards him, but like kind of in like a non-aggressive, like not like I have my halberd out and I'm like, ooh, like
Mm-hmm.
as I get close to you, I'm gonna like, I'm just kind of like, walking.
Sure.
And I would say,
his eyes are narrowing as you're saying this. He's like,
your speed was too great to match, Cryovain. I actually had a vision that brought me here. It's why I came to you. I had a vision of this place, of you, of your greatness, of this dome that I assume only the likes of you could have created.
By the way, it's been a minute.
Okay, cool.
And at that, as you're saying how great he is, he just kind of like extends, like instead of being more like crouched, like he's doing like a predator or prey kind of situation, he kind of extends like fully, and his wings unfurl, kind of like a machismo kind of a posturing. I'm not 100% familiar with the ability you're using. How do you want to do that?
Okay. It's nothing crazy, but I'm glad I was able to use it. It's called Know Your Enemy. Mm-hmm. And basically if I spend a minute paying attention to something outside of combat, I can learn two of the following, and I'll just tell you the two I'm going to choose. It's armor class, so if it's greater than, less than, or equal to mine, I have a 19.
It is less than yours.
I was going to say, you probably should text him this, because me and Daisy don't know that. I mean, unless
You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. It's less than yours.
And then let's roll a d4 for the next one. Sorry, because I never decided that. That's a 1. Strength score. I have an 18.
It's higher than yours.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so that would be everything that I get from that, but good information to know.
At that point, Cryovain's eyes kind of narrow and look at you, and he just says, "You were not alone on that day."
I was not alone on that day.
And his eyes turn to the right, and he goes, "I see the small one is hiding behind the chimney."
And as he's like looking for her, I was gonna say, and I'm not alone on this day.
Sure. And at this point, he's looking around. He's like, his eyes are kind of darting up and down you, Marcus, and he just look like they're feverishly looking around. He goes, "There was that insolent little peck that shot me with fire. Where is he?"
Well, where is he indeed? And I will just say, Cryovain.
What?
Creature of your greatness, accept gifts.
At this point, he just starts to kind of move in this direction a little bit as if you're kind of moving, he's kind of moving to like cut you off a bit.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'll like kind of diagonal, just as like I don't know. I'm imagining like a circling of sort.
So you're gonna kind of just like if he's going this way, you're going this way.
No, that's the other way to the right.
Okay, well he's actually moved in that direction to kind of cut you off, like he's.
That's fine.
Ready. Okay.
That's fine. How's Landor's view of him?
Landor can see him just fine now.
And I can see Marcus quite well also, correct?
Yes, you can't see Daisy yet.
Okay. Yeah, I asked him if he accepts gifts.
What kind of gift?
A potion that we had created especially for you.
One eyebrow kind of raises a bit. And this sounds like some kind of trick.
It's no trick. We came here with a potion that we intended to give to you.
And just puts his front legs kind of just hits the ground, and the other one hits the ground, and he looks like he's starting to kind of just come a little closer. He seems very careful not to enter your extended range.
Sure.
Almost as if he's aware of kind of like what you might be able to do. And he just says, "You are boring me with this. I think I'll just eat you and take the potion for myself." And at that point, you kind of just look around for just a quick moment. And the cave, especially in this area, seems to be kind of littered with frozen trophies, if you will, including an orc that looks like his arm is half ripped off here. He also seems to be missing his legs, and I just kind of love that there are like canary sounds happening right now, which is kind of perfect.
I don't know where it's coming from, but
yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know. I kind of love that.
Okay, so when he does that, Daisy's gonna like fall like prone.
Okay.
And just be like, "Oh, great Cryovain. This potion, it shows how great you are." And like Daisy will kind of like crawl like across the floor, like kind of like groveling, like she's.
Sure. So you're trying to like move like this?
Yeah, not too close.
Like that?
Yeah, and I'll just say, Cryovain, I don't dare look upon, like I'll be looking down at the ground. I don't dare look upon your face, but and then I'll slide the potion towards Marcus. But here is our gift.
Roll a. Let's go with dexterity. A proficient dexterity attack roll.
Proficient dexterity.
Just to like slide it to where you want it to go.
Okay. All right. Dexterity. And then I also add my proficiency too, right? That's what you said. Okay. 24.
Sure. Yeah, it slides to within a foot of Marcus. And at this point, Cryovain kind of watches the thing slide across the ice, and his eyes are following it until it gets to right about here. And Landor, his eyes both look at yours. He just kind of squints and he just says, "Enough talk."
Take the potion of invulnerability.
Yes, he just says, "Enough talk." I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative because this is happening.
Oh man, sorry, Landor.
I rolled the natural 2. That's
a
3.
good sign for you.
Oh boy.
Oh, man, that's fantastic.
That's
You know
like
what
the-
that means, don't you?
I think I
don't.
do.
I rolled high.
So Marcus has a 3, right?
Yeah, I have a 3.
I got 16.
Okay.
Daisy has a 12.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. At this point, yes, we're gonna get started. You hear like ice crackling overhead, and you see jagged ice shards fall from the ceiling. Let's see. 16 to hit Daisy.
That misses.
That's a miss, right? And then Marcus, that's a 20.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, how much is that? Okay, so that would be 15 piercing, but you have your potion, so
Yes.
that's reduced down to 7.
Okay.
And Landor goes.
Can I see Daisy?
I'm gonna say not quite yet.
Okay. Then I am going to cast a level 3 shatter on Cryovain.
Okay.
But I'm gonna yell at him first, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, Cryovain, eat this!" And I'm gonna cast a shatter at him.
Okay. What is that one? Is that a con save?
Constant con save.
Okay. That is. Let's see. It hits him. He fails it. He got a 10.
And that is 16 damage.
Okay. So you guys hear this thunderous kind of just erupt inside the cavern, and he just kind of cracks his neck. He goes, excellent. Do you wish to do anything else?
I'm going to cast Inspiration on Marcus.
Okay.
Thank you.
And did you want to
And,
move?
I do not.
All right. Daisy's up. I need you. Actually, you're prone currently?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
'Cause I was trying to grovel.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna rage.
I think that's a good decision.
Well, I'm on the ground. And then I would like to use half of my movement to stand up.
Okay. I need you to make an acrobatics check.
All right, cool. Oh my gosh. Well, since I'm raging,
Flying is gonna be nice for you, Josh.
what is it with the acrobatics that I get when I'm raging?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Dex
dang
saves
it.
you have
Okay.
advantage, but
Oh, right. Okay, so that's a solid 4.
okay, you stand up, only to slip and down you go again.
Oh boy.
Oh, man. So if I'm prone, do I have disadvantage to, like, throw something?
Yes, being prone. Let's see what that does. Your only movement option is to crawl, so you actually could do half of your movement on difficult terrain. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, and then any creature that attacks you within 5 feet has advantage to hit you.
Alright, Yeah, I'm gonna try and throw a javelin at him with
Sure.
disadvantage. Man. Okay. This one. All right. Let's see, javelin. Oh, it's gonna miss. It's a 17.
17 is a miss.
Right. And then I get a second attack.
Yeah, that's true.
try and hit him again.
Josh is like, I know exactly what his AC is now.
I just like that we all assumed that it was 18. It was like, it's lower than 19. Oh, it's probably 18. Like, she said 17 and already knew it was a miss.
And then that's going to be a 16.
That's a miss. The bonus move and action. Daisy is done.
Yeah.
And at this point, you just see Cryovain just leap into the air.
Actually, I have a question.
Yep.
Since I used half of my movement to try to get up and then I failed, can I use the second half of my movement to try and stand up?
I guess you could. Make
Okay.
another acrobatics check.
Okay. Okay, 14.
You stand up,
Ah, great.
but that is your turn.
Yeah, no, I figured.
But that's
Cryovain,
huge not to be.
yeah, just steps up and then flies up in the air a good 30 feet. Comes down here and just goes and just lets out this vicious cone, which we're going to draw. Haha. He's aware of his own cone, so I'm just gonna go ahead and reposition him because he would not have just stayed there. I would do the same for you guys.
Okay, all right. Well, he's 30 feet up in the air, so
Exactly.
I was about to be like, did he just end up my reach?
So I'm gonna need Marcus and Daisy to make Constitution saving throws.
All right, let's do this. Okay. That's oh, sorry, I'm just looking for my modifier. I think it's 21.
Okay.
No, it's a 20.
Daisy got a 16.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. It's a, what is it? A
Con
save?
save.
Yeah, 16.
Don't forget to add your +1, Marcus.
Oh, I did. Yeah, it's already.
So Marcus succeeded, but Daisy failed.
With the 16?
16 failed. Daisy takes 46 points of cold damage.
Oh my gosh.
Marcus would have it reduced to 23, but then invulnerability reduces it down to 11 cold damage. So yes, Daisy, this just like biting cold just engulfs you, and you're like, like, I mean, you got the willies times 10. And so he moved what, 4 squares,
Plus
and then
30.
he's, what's that?
Plus 30 feet.
Up in the air, yeah. So he's got, that's because diagonals. We'll say that was 6 spaces because it's 30 feet, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and he's just, yeah, I mean, just up there, and it just kind of comes over here, and he's just 30 feet in the air, just. And he says, "Come test yourself against Cryovain." And Marcus, you go.
Alright. I don't think I ever specified that my my glaive was flamed on, so I'll do that now, and that'll be my bonus action.
Sure.
And
You know the diagonal rules. You can get up there if you need to.
okay, all right. So, how close can I get to him? Moving diagonal, still being in view of Landor.
5, 6. You could get right up next to him if you wanted.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't want to get that close. I would want to get. Well, you know how I do. I'll go like
that.
Yeah, that's probably good. Does Landor still have a good view of me?
Sure. Between the arrow slits, he's got a pretty good view of at least 60% of the battlefield. He just can't really see Daisy yet.
Okay. Does Cryovain look surprised that I'm flying, by the way?
He actually has a grin. He's just like,
alright. I'm going to attack him with Great Weapon Master.
Let's go.
And that is a 6.
Well, a 6. I mean, are you using inspiration and other tricks up your sleeve? Or
Hey, on a 6?
I don't really know exactly what you naturally rolled. Okay.
No, I rolled a natural 3.
Okay. So yeah, you just swing it, and he just kind of is like.
I'm still getting used to flying.
Sure. Absolutely.
Alright, I'll just do a regular attack this time.
Okay.
And that one is going to be 19.
19 hits.
Okay. Where's my D8? Where's my D8? D8. Okay, it's 7 slashing.
Okay.
6 fire. And I'm going to use my tripping attack. Try to knock him down. Well, I would only use that if he seems like he's because that only works on.
Yes. Now there is no category size in between large and huge, but I would let this work. You think it might not necessarily be. It's a little bit of a shot in the dark. Like basically, he's going to have advantage on the save, but it is possible.
Okay. Well, he'll take another 7 slashing, and he needs to make a DC 15 strength saving throw, or he'll be knocked prone.
Okay. He succeeds.
Fair enough.
I think that's all 3.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much my whole turn. Yeah.
Okay. He's going to use a legendary action. And he's going to make a wing attack.
Oh my god.
So Marcus, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's not one that I want to fail. That's 8. I probably can't make the save, even if I roll an 8. Alright, yeah, that's an 8.
Okay. 6 plus 5. So you take 11 bludgeoning damage, which is knocked down to 5 because of your potion.
Okay.
And he beats his wings, and this force of air hits you, and you are actually knocked to the ground and knocked prone. So that'll be orange, I guess, for that. So Marcus is done, and now the lair goes, and he is going to summon let's see here, freezing fog.
Oh my goodness.
Oops, that's the wrong thing. This cold fog cloud just surrounds this area, making it heavily obscured. I'm going to need Marcus and Landor to make con saves.
16.
That's a success.
I almost it literally was on a 1 and then it fell over onto a 13. I'm out of heart attack.
It's a 13, but I'm going to use my inspiration die.
Okay.
Okay, it's now a 19.
Okay, you both succeed. and which means you both would get it reduced to 5 cold damage, but Marcus gets reduced to 2 cold damage.
Mine does too, because I have the cold resistance potion.
That's right. Yep, there you go. So you both just take 2 cold damage, but that is heavily obscured, which basically effectively blinds you. And Landor, you go.
So I can't see Marcus?
No, you can't. Just this nasty fog just fills the area. He's like, you're no good, dirty.
I have no clue what to do. I guess I'm gonna try to run around to run out.
Okay. So you have a movement of 6, right? So
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make an
And that ends my
acrobatics
turn.
check real quick while you're there.
23.
Yeah, you're fine. We'll say it. Well, I don't think you can see Daisy. Make a perception check.
11.
11. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can't see Daisy if you were hoping to. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
I got nothing.
Okay. No bonus action?
No.
Okay. So Landor is then done. Daisy, you see this fog. You actually can see over the top of it, and you do see Cryovain kind of just hovering over it. But you can't see Marcus anymore. And you're not prone, if I remember.
That's correct, because I used the second half of my movement
Mm-hmm.
to stand up. Oh geez, if I were to throw a javelin at him, that'd be disadvantage, right?
I think it's pretty far.
It's only 30 feet is like the max for like not.
Yeah, there would be disadvantage if you did.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But it is difficult terrain.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to try and throw another javelin at him at disadvantage.
Okay.
That was a natural 20. Come on, other natural 20.
I was gonna say, I was like, good lord.
Dang it. Rolled a 5, and that's not gonna hit.
Yeah, it just kind of actually goes right over the ledge. It's like right through, and just like, whew, there it goes.
And I'll use the second attack. I'm running out of javelins. Let me look how many more I have in my inventory. Sorry.
I think you only have one more. I thought you only had 4. I could be wrong.
According to my thing, I had 6.
Oh, you might have. I know we did pick up more from other people. I wasn't sure what we sold.
We sold a lot of them, but then I was like, I want to keep some. So yeah, I'll try and throw another javelin at him.
Okay.
At disadvantage. Come on. Up. Nope, not gonna hit, because that's a 2. I should roll to see if I get a natural 1, though, right? Right. just to
You
make
missed.
sure.
It's just a miss.
Yep, miss
It's
is a
fine.
miss.
Yeah.
And then, I guess I will significantly move towards the chimney stack that's a little bit to the right.
So you're trying to come up here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
Okay. 10.
10, you're fine. And we'll say you can get to here if you wanted.
Okay.
Okay. So that's it for Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys see Cryovain take a nosedive. Yeah, Marcus, you can sense that he's coming towards you, so you are prone, but you can make an attack, your sentinel attack, at disadvantage.
Okay. That's gonna Okay. Sorry. That's gonna be a 15, but I'm gonna use my precision attack on it.
Okay.
It's an 18. Okay.
Okay. I was like, no, Marcus. Okay, so he is kind of over the top of you, but you do hit him. You kind of just have an idea what he's probably going to do next, and you were just ready for him.
So that's going to be 8 slashing.
Okay.
And 8 fire.
16 total. Okay.
And
yes.
His movement is now 0.
He's kind of stuck there, kind of 10 feet over you, and you kind of just feel a little whoosh of like 2 little slashes, and then you just hear a bite coming down towards you. Okay, that's going to be a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Let's see.
Man, he's got a 10-foot range, huh?
The bite does, yes. So that's 12 piercing. Obviously, that's reduced, but then there's also 2 cold, so 7 damage all day.
Okay.
And he is done. So Marcus, you kind of definitely, you're just kind of sitting there with the glaive, kind of found a little chink in his armor, and you're kind of like holding this beast in a way up above you. But you're also in this what do you call it? This cold fog cloud.
Yeah. So I guess if you could bite, then if I flew away, that would be an attack of opportunity, right? I'd probably know that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, does it take half my movement to get up if I'm flying?
I mean, depending on exactly, like, describe how you would move if you did.
So, I'm assuming,
because I'm probably going to really rule in favor of whatever you're going to try to do because you're flying.
So I'm imagining like I was kind of like on my back, and when he came down to attack me, I just like up with the glaive, you know?
Absolutely.
And I kind of would just want to push up or just fly up and lead with the glaive and try to hit him again. And
sure. Yeah, you can. I will say this: if you're thinking of trying to get rid of the disadvantage, you are kind of effectively blind right now. If that was your goal or not, because you're in the cloud.
Okay. Well,
I'm not sure if that affects what you were thinking or not.
Okay. Well, how high up does the cloud go? Because I know you said that
20 feet.
20 feet?
Not that you would really be aware of this because you're just kind of in it, but
okay. Well, all right. I'd wanna just kind of like fly up and get like on top of him. Basically, not like on top of him, but like flight wise, he's here and I'm here. Hopefully above.
Sure.
The
I'm gonna say you can, because if you're trying, I know you like to keep your 10-foot buffer.
Mm-hmm.
I would say you could do just that, and you're now on top of the cloud, and you see like his wings kind of are in there, and he's still kind of obscured, so you still wouldn't have advantage on the attack or anything like that. But
is there any way that I can attack without disadvantage here? Like anything I could do to see him better, basically? Because I don't know how to explain it for myself, but I know that.
Well, he's got this little corner of him is not in the cloud.
All right, yeah. So
you just kind of fly up.
And my whole movement, like on top of him, I just kind of just do that. So
yeah, well, so you can kind of get to over here, over the top, and you could chop at a spot that's normal and make a regular attack roll if you want.
Okay, sure. Let's do that.
You kind of Superman your way out.
Yeah. I'll use a regular. I'm gonna use Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
And son of a gun, man. It's not going my way with that. It's a -5, right? It's a -5. It's a 15. So I'm gonna use another precision attack.
Okay.
which will make it an 18 again.
That hits.
Oh man. All right. Ah man, my D8 went to an 8, and then it went to a 2. So that'll be 17 slashing, and then another 5 fire.
So, but wait, is that plus 15 though?
No, it would be plus 10 for Great Weapon Master. So it was 7 regular slashing. So then it would be plus 10 to that, which would make it 17, and then the fire was 5.
Okay, so you did 20. Say D8. The glaive is a D10 weapon. I'm just making sure you rolled it properly.
Oh, I didn't mean D8.
Okay.
D10. Yeah.
So 17 plus what was it? 2 fire.
Plus 5. Yeah.
5 fire. So 22 total. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of just as a little fire just slices into him. Okay, that was your first attack.
Okay. All right. Hey, were there? Oh no, there's a whole like dome around this, right? There's no holes in the wall, in the ceilings.
Correct. There was in your vision, but
yeah, he's fixed it since then.
Yeah, he's been working hard.
Okay. All right. This is.
You want your second attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna take my second attack. I'm just trying to. I don't know.
I understand.
I'll just roll to attack him normally this time.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a 13, which is a miss. Okay. And sorry, give me 1 second. This is
it's fine.
A rough situation.
Precision attack is a 50-50 prospect right here.
Yeah. Does he? Did I feel like he could see me when I was in the fog?
Yeah, he did not seem to have any issue at all.
Okay, all right. Just wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use my second wind, actually.
Okay. So you're not using your precision attack?
Oh no, for that one, no.
So that was just a miss then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that was all 3.
How much health did you get back?
I rolled a 10, so that's 10 plus 7, 17 health back. And I don't even know if I have any movement, actually.
I would say no.
Okay.
Kind of all the 3D action of it all was kind of a little
Yeah, it was definitely a little weird. All right, well, how about this? I'm gonna action surge already.
Here it comes.
You want to action surge already?
Here it comes.
Oh. No, I don't.
You're
action
within
surge.
range.
Sorry.
No action surge. Okay. Marcus is done. The fog actually disappears. And
actually, I know it was only a 1 round.
And you just hear Cryovain kind of let out a roar, and some ice shards fall from the ceiling. That's a miss against Marcus, that's for sure. That's a 12. Against Daisy, that's a natural 20. Against Landor, that is also a natural 20. Okay.
I'm in the doorway, though.
You are, but there's ice above you. Okay.
I should at least get half cover being in the doorway.
The door, I'll just move your token so you can see. There is a dome of ice all above you. And I mean, even if you had cover, he rolled, it was a natural 20 to hit you. Daisy, let's see, that's 28 piercing damage, but reduced because of your rage to 14. And then Landor, that is, let's see, 10. Actually, that's also 14. So times 2 is that's also 28 piercing damage to Landor.
But he gets it. Oh no, he doesn't.
It's not cold. It's just stabby stab.
Ice isn't cold.
I know, that's crazy. But Landor, you do go now.
Oh, I didn't need coffee this morning.
Man.
And actually, well, I know Landor wouldn't necessarily see this, but even though I wouldn't call Cryovain bloodied, I also wouldn't call him fine.
All right, move me over one, and then
Okay.
can I go diagonal, or do I have to go over again?
I'll let you do it. It is difficult terrain, and I need an acrobatics check.
So is it difficult in the fact that I'm only going to get 3 squares of movement, or
Correct.
that's 23?
Totally fine. So that's 1, 2. You want to come down to here, I'm assuming?
Hold on.
Okay.
I didn't realize I could only move 3 squares.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that, and then down one, and then am I within 30 feet of Marcus?
Oh, shoot.
And then down
1, 2,
one more.
3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No.
Even if I was down one more?
Yeah, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's just outside of the reach.
Okay.
Did you not want to move there? Or try something different?
No, I don't want to move there. I want to stay up then.
So
No, you can still move me then diagonal one.
Okay.
Let's see. I actually want to cast a level 2 Dissonant Whispers on Cryovain.
Okay, that's a wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's going to use a legendary resistance and roll again. And that's going to be a big old 10. That's a fail.
Alright.
Nice. Oh, I like the way you did legendary resistances for him.
It's just like a luck
That
point, kind
is-
of.
That is 13 psychic damage,
Okay.
and it has to move as far away from me as possible. As it can move it as its reaction.
Yes, I'm just thinking how I'm going to show that, because he's a fast one. Hold on.
And don't forget, he is within Marcus's reach.
Yeah.
So.
So let's just see if Marcus hits before I really stress about this. Because he's flying, Marcus is flying.
Yeah, that's damn it, I should say Great Weapon Master, but that's a 25 to hit. So.
Okay, so he's going to take a... Let's see, 1, 2, and then he gets to here, but... Well, he gets to here, and he's done. Because of sound.
Oh, extra little damage. That'll be 9 slashing.
Okay.
And 6 fire. Boy, this is not a great D10 for me today. Where's my other D10? There it is.
And at that point, your glaive slices across its back, and you just see it stop and turn, and you see like this, like bluish, whitish blood come out of it. And he turns and he just, and he's gonna take a legendary action, and he's going to make a tail attack against you, Marcus.
Okay. Were you finished with your turn, Michael, by the way?
No, I am not.
I'm sorry,
With my
actually,
turn.
then you should continue.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
you were.
Just a second.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure he didn't get past
I
it.
am going to inspire Marcus. He only has to be within 60 feet of hearing range.
Okay.
And I am going to take one step back diagonal, so I'm back around the corner.
They're back here?
Yes.
Okay. The tail attack was a 26 to hit. So...
yeah, that'll hit.
Yep, that'll do.
Damn, man. Everything he has is reach.
This one has a reach of 15 feet. Yeah. So yeah, you took 10 bludgeoning, but reduced to 5, obviously. As the tail, after doing that, he just kind of just whips around and then smacks into you. That is the end of Landor's turn. Now Daisy goes.
Oh man. Okay, well I guess. I took damage on his last turn, so if I don't attack this time, will I lose my rage or no?
What does it say again?
Your rage ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn, or taken damage since then.
You've taken damage, so it would be the next turn would be the qualifier.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my action to take that potion of healing for 20 points.
Okay.
And then apply changes. Oh man, what do I want to do?
Same.
Gosh, I wish you would just come into my reach. This is so annoying. I'll move 3 squares towards the dragon.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
Right. 11.
Okay, you're fine.
I need some yak tracks, man.
I'm gonna give you because you have a speed of 35, I'll round it up so you get the extra square.
Oh, thank you.
Sure. You have a bonus action. I'm not sure if there's anything you can do with it, but...
I think because I didn't attack with my action, I don't think I get to attack with my bonus action. Like, I think that's still
I think
a
you're
requirement.
right.
So,
Okay.
I'm just gonna yell at him. Say, hey, you big
Hey, you jerk
chicken.
face!
Just
All
look really mean with that helmet and those glowing eyes.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I'll
Can
click
we-
the cloak of billowing.
So, Cryovain goes. Just gonna zoom back out for a second. Marcus does not have his reaction because he already used it. And he now flies out the window. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And you see him just kind of hanging
His
out.
movement was no, he is back.
It starts again.
Yeah, sorry.
I was to say it's good. It's very good. It's not unstoppable. And you see him just kind of when he comes over here and he's just kind of just standing there, or I should say floating there. We'll say 40 feet above the ground. And that's going to be Cryovain's turn. Mr. Marcus.
Okay. I'm going to... I'm gonna go back over to that area where we all are, where everybody is. So 5, 10,
I'm not sure.
20, 25. Tell you what, I'm gonna take the dash action as well,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like scoop up Daisy, and just kind of just bring us all back to that corner. if Daisy is willing, you know, like
2, 3, 4.
she could give me a
5.
thumbs up or thumbs down if she doesn't want.
So you're just like going down there with the hand extended, like.
Yeah.
Daisy will reach up and grab
Sure.
his
5, And then just tell me exactly what you want to do here. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'll drop her behind the fireplace thing.
So here, okay, and you still have 2 more squares of movement, I would say, or 3 more squares of movement if you want.
So I would want her to be where you had me before, so 1 to the left.
So you want Daisy here.
If that makes sense, right? You get a little bit of cover, probably, possibly. I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's not. I cast it on my turn. It's not that important.
And I will just go like. I'll go either. Do I want to go 1 up or 1 diagonal to the right? Let's let fate decide, huh?
That's the way to go.
1 up. And
Like
then
this?
Yeah, and I'll just be like 10 feet in the air, I guess.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn. Oh shoot! No, I already did bonus action. I'll enter a defensive stance, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Let's see. As a lair action, out comes the old foggy fog again.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Everybody's got to make a con save.
21.
Natural 1.
Oh god.
19.
Okay, so Landor and Marcus, I should say Daisy takes 15 cold. Landor and Marcus, you guys have that reduced to 7.
Oh shoot! I gave myself 7 back.
It's like, that is the opposite of what I said. And then Landor goes.
Killing. I'm going to cast a level 2 healing word on myself.
Okay.
Eight health back. And I can't see.
You are kind of
Him at
blinded
all,
at this
can you?
point. No.
I am going to take 2 steps back. Now, yeah, I'm gonna take 2 steps back into the room.
Okay. So like 2 steps like out of the fog, or you're staying in the fog?
Out of the fog. Just leave me right there is fine.
Okay. I'm sure you'll be fine, but just roll an acrobatics check to make sure.
Natural 20.
Yep.
Nice.
Totally fine. In fact,
I
so
just
fine.
slide.
In fact, so fine you overcome the difficult terrain if you wanted to move more.
Hey, I'm how many feet did I say I was in the air? 10 feet in the air?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 6 feet tall.
He's still in it.
Yeah, still in it. He wouldn't be able to see me over it. Never mind.
And I'm gonna hold a firebolt, and if I see him, I'm gonna throw it at him.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
Because I never used my action.
Like, you have fireball? You've been holding out.
It's like, you're gonna kill all of us.
Gonna get rid of that fog real quick.
Yep. After Landor goes, Daisy goes. And you took damage, so you are still raging.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I can't see anything, and I
No.
can't. There's nothing. Oh my gosh. So I'm completely useless. I'm completely useless.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just the nature of the barbarian versus flying creature. Um. Oh man, I don't even know what I could do. There's nothing that I
Toss
can
me.
do.
Just kidding.
Well,
Toss me.
like,
Don't tell the elf.
I feel like there are things that I'm thinking of now that I was like, oh, I should have done that before we had the fight, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. Marcus, can you throw me on top of the dragon? And that'll be my turn. I
I
don't.
could try.
Do you want to ready like a anything or something, or
Yeah,
take
well,
a
the
dodge
thing is,
action or something?
I don't think. I don't know, unless the dragon comes close enough.
Oh, the dodge action is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll take the dodge action.
Okay.
So we're gonna do the old Daisy backpack trick.
So here now, you've ended your turn in the fog. I need you to make another con save.
24.
That's a success. Your cold damage is reduced to 3. Oh, excuse. Did I do something wrong? Nope, never mind. That's correct. Yep, 3 damage. Okay. Cryovain. Gonna just come in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And just goes.
I knew it.
Can I see him above the fog?
You cannot. He has come down the down the way. And it does get everybody. 45-foot cones. I need everybody to make a con save.
Bye, Daisy.
Yeah. Daisy got an 8.
Damn it.
17.
I also got an 8. I don't think it's worth using my D8. I don't think so. Right? I think I fail either way, even if I roll this an 8.
That is not the greatest. Certainly not bad. So, okay. Landor, you got a 17?
Yes.
You succeeded. So instead of taking 46, you take 23 cold damage.
And then halved again.
To 11. Yep.
Okay.
Marcus, you failed, so you're going to take the 23.
Okay.
And then Daisy, you take the full 46.
Alright, Daisy is doing death saves.
Okay. Yeah, so then Daisy goes down. Disabled at the moment. Okay. And that is it for Cryovain's turn.
Would she get advantage on a save for being in the dodge action or no?
That works on dex saves.
Okay. Just curious. I think she probably would have died either way, but that's just for my own.
Sure. Marcus, you go.
Okay.
I don't think you would necessarily know Daisy went down unless you heard her.
Oh,
It's up to you.
Okay. Well, so whether I know or don't know totally changes what I would do. So, would I know?
Let's roll a perception check. And we'll make it pretty simple. Bet it double digits and you know.
That's an 8.
You're not sure.
Okay. Well, no, I don't think it would totally change what. All right, so here's. I guess you'll probably still just use my 8 for that, but I would have done pretty much the same thing I did last time with the grab Daisy and go back into that room.
Okay, so you're gonna scoop her up.
So well, the question is what I see here.
Let's make another perception check.
Okay, that one was a 17.
Yeah, so like you kind of, that initial, you kind of expected her to kind of be somewhere and she didn't, and so you just kept moving and you like bump into her and then you're able to scoop her up.
Okay. All right. I'll push you out of the room.
So you're picking her up and going here.
Yeah. How much of my movement is that taking to just like drop her right past the door?
Like into Landor space kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Or just kind of like up here?
Right, yeah, I guess right there would be fine.
Okay, so that would be, you're here. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 2 more squares.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go into the room. So I'll go like a 5 and then 10 diagonal into the room like that. Yeah. Like
Okay.
that.
Do you want to have Daisy with you?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
That's fine.
That
I think
works.
Yeah. That's your move.
Okay. I'm gonna say to Landor, make sure she comes back, and I'm gonna use my action to take my superior healing.
Okay.
Which is
It's a plus
8d4 plus 8. How much is that?
That's the 40, I think.
Huh?
I think that's the 40. 8 times 4 is, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Sweet. All right.
Dang, that's really good.
Okay.
And that's it, right? You had.
I still have. Well, I could still action surge if I wanted to. I guess I'm not gonna. Yeah. I guess I'll just end my turn there. I'll defensive stance. And...
Okay. After Marcus is done, the fog disappears, and that reveals the grinning white dragon and Landor's reaction to Firebolt, I believe.
Yes. 22.
Yep, that'll hit for sure.
And 6 damage.
Okay. So it comes, you see that grin, and all of a sudden this firebolt just, when he kind of hits you, he's like, "Ah, there you are, insolent elf."
How does he look?
He's bloodied, I would say.
Just curious.
Sure. On a scale of 1 to more than you, he looks less than half. Let's say it like that. So, okay, then the next player action. So, we're gonna go ahead and do one of these.
Are we still in his lair? Past the dome?
Well, you haven't seen this layer action yet.
All right. Oh boy.
You see just this 30-foot tall wall of ice just kind of just
All right.
block off the way there. And now Landor goes. I would say you don't necessarily have line of sight to him if you were looking to do something. I mean, you can kind of tell he's there, but I think for as far as spells or targeting goes, I don't think that would work.
What about Vicious Mockery? He only has to be within 60 feet of hearing.
If it doesn't need line of sight, you could do it.
It just says if a target can hear you, though it not need to understand you.
I would just say be nice and loud, and you got this.
Okay. I say you should have been called Tepid Vein, because you're lukewarm.
So this is a wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's a big old 4. No, excuse me. It's a fail, but it's not a 4. It's an 8.
And that is 4 psychic damage.
Okay.
And it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
All right.
And then I am going to level 1 healing word Daisy.
Okay.
And she gets 7 health.
All right, Daisy, you are awakened.
Oh wait, where's my thing? Here it is. Okay.
Zoom in a little bit for now. All right, did you want to move at all?
I'm going to take 1 step up.
Okay.
A wise decision.
All right, Landor's done now. Daisy, you are prone, and you're back inside the room with all the creepy heads and stuff in the. There's
okay.
a roof actually too.
Would like to try to stand. Is the floor? The floor is ice in here as well, right?
Nope.
No.
No. Okay, then I will use half my movement to stand up.
Okay. You are no longer raging because you went unconscious.
Yep. And I'm gonna use. Oh, I don't even know. I'll just walk 3 squares down.
So like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Daisy takes a nap. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, she could. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go take just a quick 8-hour nap. As an action, can I take out some rope and like tie it around myself and then tie it around a javelin?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Marcus, fly me up to that dragon. I'm gonna stab it in the back of the head.
Why'd you walk so far away from me before you did that?
I don't know, because I couldn't think of what to do.
Yes.
I'll walk back up. I have. Oh no, I used half my movement to stand up. All right, then I'm there.
You have one more. You have one more square.
All right, I'll move 1 square up.
There you go.
Can she take my? Well, I mean, I don't. Never mind. I don't know. If possible, I would like to give her my potion of healing, but it's not my turn.
You can do that on your turn, yeah.
Okay.
So Daisy, I think you still have a bonus if you wanted to use it.
See, I don't know, because I don't know if we're actually gonna be able to get to the dragon.
There are holes in the ceiling.
Yeah, but there's no holes in the dome of the ice.
Well,
If I misled you, I apologize, because there is space between the roof here and the holes in the roof and the ice dome over it.
Oh no, I just wasn't picturing it correctly.
Okay.
I didn't realize the dome went over the roof on this side. Okay, alright. Yeah, I don't know. If Marcus, I guess I'll trust that Marcus is gonna fly me up there. I'll go ahead and rage again.
Okay, she's raging.
Okay, alright. Sorry, sorry.
And at this point, I would say you just see Cryovain. I mean, he just flies up, but you're not sure where he is. And, what? Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, you're not sure where he is. You suspect he's above you in some fashion, though. That wasn't the greatest stealth check.
What do you mean above?
Well, there's space between, like I just said, the dome and the roof here. You just suspect he's above you guys somehow. There's a roof in, like you don't see him, but there are holes in the roof. Is what I'm saying.
So, so if I was to go through that hole in the top, would I be able? There's like a gap I could get through?
Oh yeah, there's probably a good 30 plus feet.
Oh, okay. All right.
You suspect Cryovain is kind of hovering up there somewhere.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't really. I know
That's
you
fine.
just said it, but I still didn't really click.
That's fine. I don't mind explaining it again. And now Marcus goes.
Okay.
I have no idea how much hit points you guys have. I know Michael knows.
Not enough. I'll tell you that much. Not enough for everything that's going on.
Okay. Shoot. All right. So I'm already 15 feet above the ground. 15 feet above the ground.
Well, you put Daisy on the ground, so I would say you're more or less, I mean, maybe hovering, but you're elevation-wise at 0.
Okay, sure. Okay, well, where was the hole?
There was one kind of above in this area, and then one in the middle here.
One right underneath where Landor is standing?
more or less, yeah.
Alright, well,
it doesn't look like a large-sized creature could fit through it, though.
Okay. I would like to grab Daisy and then go up through the hole, but if that's going to take my whole movement to even... I don't know.
At least to get up there, I would just say you just fly, probably arm in arm it with her, and then fly up. That would probably take 4 squares of movement to get both of you through the hole.
We'll do
okay.
That.
So you do that. This is going to be interesting. So Marcus and Daisy are now above. And you set Daisy like down right here, and you see Cryovain kind of just hovering here, and he's going to make a bite attack against you, Marcus, as you come through.
Why is it always me?
Because you came through first.
It's better you than anybody else.
He got a 19.
Okay.
Let's see.
Does anyone want a vicious mockery that? Or
he has disadvantage. Hold on, he has disadvantage.
Oh.
And it misses. It goes down to an 11 instead. You're in his head. He doesn't know what to do. So yeah, he's kind of like in a hovering state, maybe just 5 feet off the ground. So you're kind of right there.
All right.
He's in your reach right now if you wanted to attack him.
I'll attack him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of just drop Daisy off to the side. And...
Yeah, sure. We're gonna Great Weapon Master this one.
Go big or go home.
It's a bad decision, but no, it was not. That's a 21.
That's a hit.
All right, we're gonna use my red D10 this time.
Okay.
All right, so that's gonna
blood
be
of your enemies.
20 slashing.
20 slashing.
And 9 fire.
And 9 fire. He lets out a howl of pain. As you're starting to see scales being chipped away from his body now.
Okay. For the extra attack, we'll just do a normal one this time.
Okay.
And that's 27.
27 hits.
That's 6 slashing and 5 fire.
11 more.
And shoot, for that first one, that's too late. All right, whatever. I'm gonna do what's it called? A tripping attack for this one.
Okay, that's a strength save.
Yeah, I would have wanted to do it for the first one, but I did not say it. So that's gonna be 8 more slashing, and he has to make a DC 15 strength save.
Okay, he got a 17 on the save.
Yeah.
And you said 8?
8 more slashing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's still there, but he's not exactly looking all that great. In fact, make an insight check.
Sure.
Daisy can too.
That is, what's my bonus for insight? That's a 15. Ooh. 15 for me.
Okay.
13 for Daisy.
You both see genuine fear in his eyes.
Good. So now I will take my bonus action attack, and we'll Great Weapon Master that.
Okay.
And that is only a 9, but I'm gonna use... Should I use both of them? I'm gonna... Do you hear my mom in the background?
I don't. I just love listening to the thought process, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 6, that's a 9.
Okay, so what did you roll, Josh?
I rolled a 9, so I missed the bonus action attack.
Okay.
But I'm going to action surge.
Action surge.
And I'm gonna just roll a regular attack.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Woo!
Oh wow.
Oh, man.
Regular attack. All right, double the dice.
Alright. Man. Alright, that's gonna be... Well, alright. Okay, so it's a 3 and a 4. That's 7 slashing for now, but I'm also gonna... Well, alright, okay. 7 slashing for now. Hold on a sec. Let me...
Yes, sir. Holding.
Holding.
Alright. 16. 18 fire damage. 7 slashing at the moment, but I'm gonna use tripping attack, which will be another 2d8. So I have another 7, that makes it 14, plus the 5 for my bonus is 19 slashing and
18 fire.
fire. Yeah.
So that's 37 all day.
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
Oh man. All right. So yeah, we just kind of like me and Daisy both fly up, and it's just right there. Oh shoot! You know, like swing and a miss, swing and a hit, another swing and a miss, and then just another one comes down, and just slices off a wing, like clean through, and
Sure.
he just starts to just fall and tumble, and smacks into the
Just
yeah.
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 You actually the roof itself cracks a little bit as he lands on it, and you're like, okay. And it's quiet.
Did you guys kill him?
I think so. I think we did it.
Oh yes, and this thing disappears.
Daisy, check if he's dead.
I'll roll a medicine check. That's an 8.
He's
he's
not
dead.
moving. There seems to be no life in the eyes.
Poke him with the pole arm and just whoop. Yeah, it's gone.
He's certainly not moving.
All right. Yeah, Lando, we got him.
Sweet. You wanna? What do you see?
What time of day is it? It's like still pretty early.
It's in the morning, I would say. Yeah, maybe an hour past sunrise.
Can it just be sunrise?
Sure.
Yeah, so we're just on top. Dead dragon right there. Sun rising in the distance on top as we see.
But you see it through the filtered ice that's just
Oh shoot, I forgot about that.
encased this, yeah.
Oh, man. Is the ice starting to melt now?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
At least not at a rate you can tell.
Can you guys get me as many dragon scales as you can, please?
I'm gonna fly down and grab Lando and bring him up.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I got you.
You're just kind of standing there, and he's just on his back, just belly up. One of his wings looks severed from his body. Piercing marks, burn marks.
I go over and I kind of like move his head over just a little bit and
It's heavy.
position it. And,
It is heavy.
and I'm trying to like push it, and I'm like, "Hey, Marcus, can you cut this off?" Or Daisy.
The head?
Yeah, as a trophy. You guys, I thought you were gonna mount it on your wall.
Sure. Daisy, you wanna do the honors with the Dragon Slayer longsword?
No, here. I'll hand the Dragon Slayer longsword to Marcus and say, here, you slayed him, you should do the honors.
Well, it was a group effort slaying him. So, I insist.
Right. Daisy will reluctantly walk over.
Sorry, if
and...
you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
No, well, just Daisy feels like completely useless right now. Like,
Well,
she didn't do anything except for die. That was all that she did. She didn't hit him once. She was just like dead weight.
I mean, it's not Daisy's fault that the dragon was 40 feet up in the air pretty much the whole time.
She feels bad.
Yeah. If I saw that like Daisy was visibly like, oh, I really don't want to do this, then I'd be like, okay, I'll do it, and I'll just, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it takes more than a couple chops to get this thing off. I mean, it'd work at it for like a minute, and it eventually, like, worse than when Theon executed that guy at Winterfell.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna start prying off some dragon scales.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say make a medicine check.
Harvesting check.
Yeah, the harvest.
That is a natural 19, so 21.
Nice.
Yeah, you're able to get a decent amount of scales. Anyone else wants to?
Dabra
there?
love these.
Yeah, let's try and get some claws, I guess.
Sure.
Just harvesting away.
12.
Well, yeah, I would say you're able to get a good 8. 8 white dragon claws.
8 white.
As all that is going on, I'm just gonna like, or before or after all that's going on, just kind of force a group hug and
force a group hug. I love it.
You will.
How many scales did you say Landor got?
I didn't. Let's say you got. We'll just go with pounds. Let's say you get like 25 pounds of scales. They're pretty heavy.
Nice.
But he kind of gets he kind of gets his rapier and is working in the silvered short sword, and you're kind of just, figuring out how to skin this thing. And I mean,
does it have horns?
It does. It's actually like its chest has like these like jagged white spines in there too. Like this is about as predator looking of a creature as you've ever seen.
Can we try to harvest the spines?
Sure.
14.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to get a few spines. We'll say you get 3 of them. Some of them break off and they don't feel like as good as others, but you feel like you have some kind of trophy of your kill.
Hey, Marcus, Landor, do you guys think dragon meat can be like eaten? Like, can we eat him?
I bet if we did, we would be in much less than 1% of people who've had the opportunity.
I've heard it's very tasty.
Right, let's
through my stories. I mean, who knows if they're actually real or not? But
or if he's even telling the truth.
Daisy chooses to believe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, let's try and get some dragon meat. Oh no.
I was gonna say,
you certainly have enough to work with to get pretty much as much meat as you want to get. Let's not overcomplicate this one.
Okay, dragon meat, and I want some bones.
Okay.
And while she's butchering the, in a literal sense, not as in like a,
Quite literally
can I
butchering
have-
this for eating.
Yeah, can I have Marcus take me down into his lair, and I want to search his lair?
Yeah, I see no reason why not.
I refuse.
Walking.
You bastard.
Don't make me dimension door down there now.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like I described earlier, everything really is kind of just covered in ice. Like, you see all manners of creatures and beasts frozen either into the wall or kind of just like frozen over as like connected to the wall. And in that corner, I mean, it's like thick. It's almost like that entire bay window like tower thing looks like it's just solid ice, and it looks like that's probably where he keeps all of his shinies, if you will.
I can.
Oh. I was gonna say, let's just step back a second, and can I shatter it and just explode all of the ice?
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. I don't even know how to make a saving throw, so just roll damage.
That is 16 damage.
Yeah, it actually feels like it was a little more effective than maybe you even thought. So you see massive cracks starting to form in it. Definitely still solid in there, but imagine if there was more done. This could work.
You want to flame tongue it, or do you want me to do it again?
So I was actually I dropped you off down there, but I went back up.
Oh, okay. Then I'll hit it with another one.
Yeah, do it again.
You can always ask, though.
And that time it's 13 damage.
Sure. At this point, looks like there's a thing cracks, and you see like some massive ice chunks just kind of falling down, and you see bits of things kind of frozen in the ice chunks. But now it looks like maybe you're starting to get to some spots where you could kind of walk into it a little bit, or try to, I don't know, melt it somehow and get to the goods. But you're definitely freeing chunks of treasure, if you will.
Can I use the fire mote for fireball to kind of, or from firebolt to kind of just like melt stuff?
Definitely, just be like pew 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 pew. Absolutely.
You get fire, you get fire, you get fire.
Yeah. It looks like from a distance, Landor is just like having a rage episode with the bam bam, you know, melting things up.
He's like doing spins and like
Yeah. Yeah.
Behind the back.
So he's hard at work at that. This is not just a quick job.
All right. While all of that's going on,
Yeah.
I would want to say to Daisy, up on the roof with the dragon body that's heavily mutilated.
Definitely at this point.
My friends, I know that battle didn't really go exactly as we all planned. It was kind of, well, it was different, to say the least. You know, I had hoped that we would all be able to get on it. But you shouldn't be down on yourself for getting hit or for not being able to stab it with your sword, as I'm sure you would have put it right through the throat. The last time you faced this beast, you were frozen in fear. This time, even though you had been frozen in ice multiple times, you still pursued, you still pressed on. And I think that is the greatest victory of the day. You've conquered your fear, and there's nothing that could stand against you now. You've conquered yourself. That's it.
I didn't know if there was more coming. I don't know. I'm proud of you guys, and I guess I will figure out how to be proud of myself eventually. But we got the outcome that we were looking for, and that's what's most important. The people of Phandalin will be safe, and we got like a ton of dragon meat. We could make like dragon stew, dragon jerky. I don't know, dragon beef
pot
sandwiches.
pies.
Yes,
Ooh.
exactly.
Sounds delicious.
I'm just glad that everyone is safe.
And you hear me yell, "Dragon gumbo!"
So I'm assuming that the dragons look a little bit more like a carcass than a dragon at this point.
Let's just say between trying to get the treasure out of that little like treasure safe, if you ice safe, if you will, and carving this thing up, I mean, you really do have like hours worth of work ahead of you. So if you want to just kind of fast forward to that, that's totally fine.
I would like to bring the head down into the ice room.
Sure.
And also, I mean, I only have an hour of that of flying. So whenever that's about to wear off, I would like to help bring everything down. That way nobody gets stuck up on the roof.
Right. Sure.
And I'll also help melt things with the flame tongue. If that's wanted. If you want to do your thing, I'm fine to just sit back and watch the show.
After like 45 minutes of straight fire mode, I'm like, any help is welcome.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would get really tired really quick. So, yes, let's go ahead and get to the spoils of war, as they say. Coinage. You guys have found. Let's do that.
Hopefully we could pay off Daisy's raisins.
Found 701 copper. He's like, wait a minute.
Look at all that copper.
You found 9,087 silver.
9,000.
Wow.
800. Wait, I'm sorry.
9,087.
9087.
There we go.
Yeah.
90, there we go.
9,800.
1,797 gold.
How much?
1797.
Nice.
And 123 platinum.
I'm just kidding.
100 and...
Do you just mean 10 gold pieces?
Pretty much, yeah. You also find 2 items that seem like they could have some value. One is a black velvet mask stitched with silver threading. Just looks well made. Doesn't seem to have any significance otherwise. You find a pair of engraved bone dice, which has like the a name on there. It's like Hanali, which is like an elven surname. Hanali. You find a potion of healing.
Did we know?
This is after everything, and like while things are getting, there's so much work to be done, you can be kind of identifying it as you go.
Okay.
You also find a potion of psychic resistance.
Nice, barbarian.
You find a pair of boots of the Winterlands, as well as 3 scrolls. One is a scroll of enthrall. It's a 2nd level spell. And then 2 cantrip scrolls, mending and message. all pretty much randomly determined.
Oh.
On a
Can
side
I-
note, hey, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, I was just gonna ask you if you could let Falcon know that we killed the dragon.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I was gonna say, can we check the axe that was on the wall in the first room?
So I'm gonna go ahead and activate the sending stone. Falcon, the dragon is dead. Are the townspeople okay? Are you okay? We're a little beat up. We found some thieves. We drove them off.
You should have said nice butt.
Also, they never talked to us either. So, because I know we were worried about them leaving, but we didn't hear from them either. So, hopefully that's a good thing. I don't know.
You get a response a moment later. It says, "That's fantastic.
That's fantastic.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
Can't wait till you get back
Can't
so we
wait
can
till
celebrate."
you get back so we can celebrate.
Great job.
Great job. That was what Falcon said back to us.
That's it. That is all. And then that great axe that was in the other room seems to be just a very finely crafted regular great axe.
Cool.
That should fetch a pretty penny.
And I will
I think-
also grab the filter of love and give it to Landor and be like, you give this back to Adabra. Unfortunately.
How many bones did I get?
You got
And how many pounds of meat?
you got 21 dragon bones. This is like you should be happy you have a bag of holding, because otherwise Skyrim encumbrance rules would be crushing you right now. And how many pounds of dragon meat? Good lord.
How many pounds do we want?
Yeah, how much do you want?
I feel like maybe we need like a good 40 pounds.
There's definitely 40
Because
pounds in there.
We need to bring it back and have a feast at,
Exactly.
you know,
Yep.
that's a dragon meat feast.
I rolled. You feel like there's about 90 pounds available. We'll just say that.
We'll take all 90 as
Yep.
long as it's not going to break the bag of holding.
No, it fits.
If it fits, it ships.
Pretty much.
There you go.
All right. Well, I do feel like we should probably take a nice long rest, just because of you know, the long fight and then everything afterwards. I would think it'd be later on in the evening.
I would say if getting through all of this and all of those goals that you guys had, it's actually probably. I mean, you probably actually stopped for lunch. You know, you're working at this. This really is a lot of work, especially ice that's that thick in sub-zero temperatures. Or
you
know.
have to completely melt it. It's not like it melts.
Yeah, like this is a scroll. I can't just light the whole thing on fire. So yeah, we're talking like dinner time. It's sun setting. I think it's very feasible to think you guys had that much work ahead of you. So yeah, if you want to fast forward through that, you certainly can take a long rest, wherever you wanted to.
I'm just gonna say we did it.
Mm-hmm.
The songs you'll be able to write about this, Lando.
Oh yes.
Yes. There are few,
Aptly titled "The Dragon of Icespire Peak."
there are few bards who've seen as much greatness and done as many great deeds as you have, Lando.
Well, there's nothing quite like being a part of, and not just speaking of others.
So did you want to fast forward into the next day, or?
Just want to make sure we
Yeah,
all do another shot of the Dragonfire whiskey.
I was waiting
Yes.
for the booze.
We have a little fire going of some dragon stew, and we take a nice shot above it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like you would have a very nice and easy evening between your dragon meat, your dragon fire whiskey. Is that what it was, Josh?
I think so.
I think that's what we called it. Sure. And
You made it up, so.
It totally was me. Yeah, you have quite a nice evening. It's just the three of you, and kind of packed everything into the bag, and it's ready for the next day. So you take care of the horses. There's 4 of them now, which is pretty cool. And you wake up the next morning, able to go back to Phandalin if you would like to. You actually notice that it stopped snowing. Which it wasn't like crazy heavy snow, but it was snowing the entire time you were up.
How does the ice dome look?
I mean, it's still pretty cold, so I mean, it looks like it's, other than the damage you have done to it. Feels maybe a little warmer out there, but not. It might be just above freezing, but again, that was such thick ice that's going to take a while. Suffice it to say, you probably did not sleep in the ice dome, I would say. So yeah, you wake up the next day, and you are able to head out after you prepare the horses and all of your treasure. But I think we'll save the rest of this for another episode of the Dragon of Icespire Peak. We'll do a little epilogue, maybe a little discussion, and we'll have some fun with that. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.